Jeremiah Johnson made his way into the mountains, betting on forgetting all the troubles that he knew. The trail was wide and narrow, the eagle or the sparrow showed the path he was to follow as it flew. A mountain man's a lonely man, and he leaves a lot behind. It ought to have been different, but you oftentimes will find that the story doesn't always go the way you had in mind. And Jeremiah's story was that kind. Jeremiah's story was that kind.
It's my second day at this location. Made 2 sets. We just had a week of below 0 weather as our highs, and these 2 spots the ice was thin enough that I'd fall through if I just stepped on it. Took one chop with the axe, so these were definite runways these beaver were using coming out of their house to their feed beds, and they have a run set over here. This was a good set here. One I'll check over there was a tougher set because it was on some rocks. But I'm gonna check this one here, and we'll see what we can pull out. I got these sticks here are holding my trap. These are my cross riggers to help narrow the channel down that the beaver use when they come through. All right, these again are what we're holding my traps up. These are my cross riggers. And then I'll see if I can pull something up here. Yeah, something definitely happened. The trap snapped, but I think it is hooked on something that's gonna cause it. Alright, that's better. Occasionally I don't like doing, I'm going to have to cut the hole a little bigger. It's nice to have just a narrow hole to work on. There's one just for safety, but I'm going to have to make it a little bigger. There we go. And we'd have here probably a extra large beaver. You can tell, got a long body, wide tail. So it's a fairly good catch. I will take him out of the trap, brush him in the snow here, and he'll fluff up, and we'll take a picture of him there for you to see, and then I will reset this trap. I'll go over and check this one. Alright, I'm going to show you luckily it's actually warmer today, but you'd want to get these out of their traps as quickly as possible because they freeze to them and fur will tear off. It gets frozen to the steel. Okay, which is not gonna happen here, but what you can do with them then, you lay them in the snow and just run them around in it. Look at that, and it's already all dry. That was wet. And I pull out typical Minnesota, our area, red colored beaver. Oh. Here, got everything set back to where I want, just to kind of give you an idea what, we have thin ice here. When you look at some of these houses, you'll see somewhat of a little indentation in them, and that sometimes will tell you that that's a hole that's down underneath that they're using to get up into it. That was another reason why I looked at this spot. I'm even standing on some hairy ice here. It vibrates. So I got to be a little careful. But one thing I do when I get down in there, I want to feel the bottom to help me determine that I want to make a set here. And what I found is in here, right, when you run the axe, see right here, I'm hitting bottom right here. Now when I go, my axe falls another 6-8 inches. That's where the run is. That's what they're using. It's soft there, and then there's a rock, and here's where it firms up. So that's where I know I want my trap to sit. Where I know I want my trap to sit, I just bring the axe out and I make a mark. Right nice, just as a visual, so I know when I start to work with my trap. Got my trap ready. I got a good stick here so I don't lose it. Take off my safety triggers, which I'll show you in class here. Okay. Turn it around. You want the trigger always up. Okay. Just set the trap. That's why I want a smaller hole, so I can just set my trap and just let it sit there. So I can get my everything organized. Get the chain so it's close, doesn't get hung up. When you find sticks to use, you want sticks that have a rather smooth side and not alive. They have to be dead. If they're alive, they'll chew on them and spring your trap. These have no knots on them, so the trap can slide down the sticks rather easily. You get knots and stuff, then the trap will get caught on it and won't sit down in the run level. Alright, I'm just folding my triggers up, and it fell right down in there where I need. Try to push the sticks down so it can hold. Get my chain somewhat close to the stick so when I come to chop the hole, I don't have as much chopping to do. And before I put my cross riggers in, I check my trap to make sure it's sitting level. And I could actually see it go down. I know it's sitting level, and it is, and it's sitting right where I want it. Slide your axe right across the top and never reach down there to check it with your hands. Put my cross riggers down. They're just an angle stick on the outside. It's visual. So the beaver does not want to go around it if they make a decision to do that. And if there was more snow, you can cover your hole with snow to help insulate it, and then you don't have to chop as much, but we don't have very much snow. So this trap is set, and I could check it tomorrow if I want to, but it'll probably be a couple days before I get back. So that's doing your basic run set into a house, or anywhere you got a bank set like I have here. It'd be the same concept, find a run and put the trap down. All right, see this hole I have here, and I mean there is no ice here, there's nothing here. And this is a run, but if you can hear me clinging, I have got rocks everywhere down there, and I can't get a trap to sit. And I can't dare walk out there, but I got thin ice here, and I've got a definite run here with no rocks. So I'm going to set the trap down there. It's a little deep, and I got to stay off to the edge here. The only thing that can walk over there is the dog. If I do, I'll be swimming. So I got my mark right here, like I had showed in yellow, and that's my run. Then it turns into nothing but rock up in here. They're floating over the top, coming up into this bank. You can see there's a hole right here. There's heat coming out of there. They're up in this bank somewhere. I got to try to do this off to the side. It's not easy, but I'll see if I can. Done it before. There, I got her where all right. Try to get my trap. Oh, it's there. Chain's there. Feels like it fell down where it needs to go. So yeah, my chain is maxed out, so I know it's deep. Next step, check how level my trap is. If I can get there. Again, I can feel a rock in there, but it is down there further. Cross riggers. I'm going to use this big one. And these are just visuals to keep them from wanting to go around. Get my trap so it's there. Next time I come, I might try to bring a trap that's got a little longer chain if this is a set I want to keep using. Oh, definitely using it, because you can tell right there, that's all it took to go through. So you can see why I don't want to stand out there. Okay, so it's our first location, one more to go to. Okay, I'm weasel box set here. I'm also trapping beaver out here, so I typically like to bring these with and use them if I see sign. You can see I'm got them set up between two coverage areas here where I notice some were traveling through, but I got some lure on a stick here on top. But I'll walk up and check it here. Okay, checking the set. Nothing in. You can see I have the bait here in the middle. Two traps each side. Just hang it out. Can take up to a week, so we'll keep it at the same location.